hello, persons from YouTube. We start with the question number one. What role can agriculture, technology, ag tech play in reducing world hunger? Chris, you start first, please.
Let me think. The reduce word hungry. Well, I really don't know. The plans nowadays use about technology. I think IoT, the specific area on technology, is very grow, expand, expensive não, expandir. But I really don't know about some practice about technology in agro to help. But I see some videos is really, how can I say, advantage, I think so. Some take care about the, I think, earth. And there's some fruits, I think lettuce, something like this, hortas in the general. It's really interesting.
I like it. I like it. Nowadays, I'm so interested with vertical agriculture. Vertical agriculture because it's so fascinating how some like countries use that, you know. I
Yeah,
like it. I
it
love
is
it.
really interesting. It's
Mhm.
really easy to build it. This is instructed.
You can
Really,
build like in your apartment, for example, with
yeah.
good climate. Okay. But I really like it and I really enjoy this kind of thing. But I'm not like a person who have a lot of knowledge of that. So in technology, I don't know too how we reduce. I guess probably use some kind of drones to I don't know that there's some agricultors who use drones. So but it's different one. It's agriculture drones. But I don't remember the name. It's like to put water to know what is happen with the plants and the stuffs. It's really good. It's really funny. Funny no, but it's really interesting because I see on TikTok agricultor on Kansas who use drones to see the corn, the corn. Yeah, the corn agriculture was so cool. Thank you, Chris. Humberto, can you please introduce yourself and answer the question number one, please?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Um, my name is Humberto. I'm from Belém, Pará, north of Brazil, like as Chris. Um, I work with IT too. I have two kids. I live with my wife and my kids. In my free time, I like to watch movie with them, play football, and go out with my family. That's it about me today.
So, and please, Humberto, answer the question number one. What role can agriculture technology play in reducing world hunger?
Okay, can you put these questions in the chat
Of
again?
course, I said, yep.
Thanks.
Okay, no worry.
Okay, I think I don't know. I think the agricultural technology can how can I say create create more food, but I think it's a social problem. I think already have a lot of food in the world, but I think the problem is the money is not distributed about the world. I think this is the main problem. But I think the maybe agricultural technology can make the price more cheaper, but I think the problem is other.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Thank you, Humberto. And Yasmin, how about you?
Hey, guys, recently I watched a lecture about technology in the agricultural environment, and it is very interesting because it improves the quality and the work too. For example, there are some IoT devices that always is checking the plants, the things that is being watched and produced, and always being giving advices like, oh, there is something wrong with this plant or some pests on that, go to there to check it. And this really helps the producers because is a lot of things they planted, and with these devices, they can direct the efforts to a specific need. So isn't necessary to, for example, just think, oh, this is happened. No, there is a device that help that, and it's something that also make need less time to take care of it. But about reduce world hunger, I agree with Umberto. I think it's something that is more for salary inequality, money inequality, because nowadays these technology devices and improvements already help the quality and the quantity of the agricultural products, but the inequality makes the access always being unequal to everyone.
Good one. So you said about the letter you already read. Can you send on the chat?
Yeah, was one lecture of my college. I don't know if it is visible to everyone, but I can check here.
Okay.
Was some lecture to one thing that's happened on my college. So I will check if being possible to share, and
Okay.
if possible, I send here.
Thank you. And Ricardo, how about you?
Ah, well, uh, technology on agricultural field is a reality. No? It's not possible to avoid anymore, and that's a wonderful thing. For example, in India, a lot of people were dying because of the hungry, and the one of the guys introduced technology, the things became much better. Satellites help to find the better places to plant, and the where is possible to find the water, and the yeah. Well, nowadays you could see on the news the recently uh, India released uh, astronauts to the Earth, right? Or satellite, another satellites too, and the other stuffs. In the well, for example, nowadays the kids love astronauts. It sound like a stars on the India because of that, because in the number of the jobs increase a lot because yeah, there are certain aspects. The problem is much more regarding another part of the sectors from technology, for example. How do you say, telemarketing? I don't know. These kind of things decrease the number of the employees. But when talking about the agricultural field, there are some jobs that is the opportunities was removed, but another one increased a lot. So in this case, particularly in India, because it's a so poor country, there are a lot of people working as a farmer, and the number of the jobs increase much more than the technology removed. So I watch recently I watched a podcasting, and the guys was talking regarding this situation in the another country too, like Vietnam and the others increase a lot because of technology. That's it.
Oh, awesome. You remember me, you said about
Yeah.
we need more agriculture than technology. You remember me a part of the movie Interstellar?
Hmm.
I always remember that. Oh, who the girl who is in the school and the teachers didn't say anything about technology or anything about the history, the real history, only said about agriculture. And remember me, the scene was, yeah, it's important to have a lot of agricultors, but it's important who these persons use technology because it's more precise, as you said, Ricardo. Use nowadays a lot of agricultors use is so rentable in Brazil, for example. We see agro é top, agro é tech, agro é tudo. Every day, if you watch it, the TV, the open TV, you see this ad. And yeah, stack is there's a lot of technologies. I know in Switzerland, I guess, there is a local who the guys like don't grow uh a specific fruit in this local. So the guys do this fruit in a lab and put to the like change the way who the fruit grow. And nowadays this fruit grow in Switzerland in the uh in the snow. This fruit is only from the tropics like South Africa, Brazil, uh Chile, anyway. Nowadays this fruit grow in this local, and this fruit is so important because it's so expensive for the government. And I when I see that, have a lot of things passed in my mind. Like, is a good thing? Is a bad thing? I think it's not so good, but it's not so bad. So I feel like in a balance. I need to search more that because of the technology, of course, a lot of uh fruits, food, anyway, go around the world, but a lot of other things go too. So it's something I always change it in my mind. My opinion change it a little bit about it. But if I see that on the Google again, because I only watch it and read the news like, oh, okay, I will try to put on the chat and I bring. It's it's interesting. So thank you, Ricardo. And we go to the question number 2. Can vertical farming be scaled to significantly contribute to global food supply? Chris, for you.
It's a possibility. Yes, can like the flexibility to plant and to install this structure. It's a possibility. I think so. I don't know the dimension, and nowadays have this form, farming, vertical farming, but I don't if follow for share more information. But it's a possibility. I think so.
Yeah, I totally agree. I hope so. It's more easy and more, it's not so pricey for us, obviously. But in a high scale, it's more easy to contain. And Yasmin, how about you?
I really don't know because I don't have so much acknowledgement about this kind of farming, but I think will be good for some places that don't have a big space to plant in a traditional way, in a big scale. For example, here in Brazil, we have this space in the countryside mainly. There are big and farming a lot of kilometers just to farm something. Uh, but I think in places that don't have so much space to plant, some countries that is very small, this it could contribute to plant more and more. But I think the supply on global food is bigger than just the farming. I think is more about the how the things are shared and distributed between the people. So I think can help, but isn't just about it for me.
Yeah. For me, I think it's really good, the vertical farming, but nowadays in Brazil, I think it's not possible because of the agro. Of course, the agro can't uh, do that. Lost a lot of space in the marketing. I sent on the chat, guys, a link. I can see the channel, the notice again, the news. I said, but this news of Swish is incredible. You know, it's a technology who the person can speak with the plants. For me, it's amazing. And if you wanna, this website I sent, there's a lot of information of technology. Chris, I know, Yasmin and Ricardo, I know you from technology. This website, there's a lot of information from technology, but it's more technology from Europe. I don't know if it's good for all guys, but a part of the news is from Europe and other part is from Australia. I don't know why Australia, but anyway. And there is a part of in English, and you can read this news in English too if you wanna. It's a really good website. Um, okay, Ricardo.
Your voice is cutting to me, for me actually. Could you repeat, please?
Tá melhor?
It's
Of
better.
course. Can you answer now it's better?
Oh, perfect.
Okay, I close my camera. I think it's better. Better now?
That's wonderful for me.
Okay. I only said I sent on the chat a link
Oh yeah,
who is from
I got it.
a website. Really good. But you can answer the question number one. Can vertical farming be scaled to significantly contribute to global
Huh.
food supply?
Uh, I don't have much information regarding this topic, but I believe that is one of the problems regarding agricultural. eh, That's when you need to plant something is necessary space, more fields. So in this case, this kind of method, I don't know, is could be great. And I don't know how to you can implement this kind of things because I don't have, as you told, much information. But I believe that could be great if you can, for example, uh, increase the field, because in the same field it's possible to plant, maybe in some cases, twice. So I believe that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we need to change, and we need to think to put a vertical farming. Like, as I said, in Brazil nowadays, I can't see that. No, I think it's not a reality nowadays. But as I said, as I search uh, on Google, a lot of countries do that.
Yeah, could be.
In I forgot Japan. I guess it's Japan. Japan do that because don't have a lot of space to grow the the food and to do farming, you know? There's a lot of rice farming in Japan, but rice farming is easy because it's
Yeah.
water and mountains and okay.
Yeah,
But
particular in Japan, that's
to grow,
wonderful because don't
yeah.
have space. For
But thinking
Brazil,
about
it's not a
exactly,
problem.
exactly the point. In Brazil, it's so big and there's a lot of different temperatures in some locals, different ones. There is uh time of the fruits, time of the vegetables in Brazil. So it's really, really different, I guess. Was more harder here in Brazil, I guess. Uh, guys, I I skip some, and we go to the question number 4. What are the ethical concerns around use lab growing meat to combat hunger?
Hmm, hmm. I'm sorry, you talk with me? Gabi, I'm sorry. No.
Yasmin, gente, vocês estão me ouvindo?
Ah, eu estou ouvindo.
Cut a little.
É,
Tá melhor,
é,
tá?
sounds like
É,
be
mais ou
a
menos.
little better, but
Yeah, then
Okay.
better now.
I know better.
Okay. So it's from for question number 4 for Yasmin, please.
Okay. Um, well, I think I don't see so much about these ethical concerns, but um, maybe will involve uh, we'll divide opinions. One part for people that will say this will reduce the production to some professionals in this sector, but for others, like people that is against to kill animals, to eat meat, for example, maybe for them will be a great thing in a ethical way. So for me, I think we will divide opinions. And about combat hunger, maybe is a way to combat the hunger because um, we already know there is some countries that don't have space or a special environment to grow up animals. For example, here in Brazil is good because we have a lot of distinct species that is possible to take care, but there are some countries that it's possible just one or two kinds of species, for example. So maybe for these places will be great to have this access to meat. But like we said before, isn't just for food, is a lot of aspects that must be taken care to improve the equality of the food and combat the hunger.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we need to have precision, of that. I have a opportunity to eat a meat. Isn't like the taste was not so good. Was terrible, by the way. But I have this opportunity to eat lab grown meat. It's from vegetables. It's like a vegan. Yeah, it's a vegan meat, I remember. And was not so good. It's not so good. I hate it.
Have you
But go ahead.
have you ever seen the jackfruit meat?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
I didn't taste that, but I saw videos of people preparing it, and don't look so tasty to me. I don't know.
I know it's about to combat hunger. However, I like, in my opinion, okay, there's some foods you need to see to have uh oh the I wanna to eat that, you know. It's for example mingau. You see a mingau and you feel like, oh, a mingau. You can eat mingau every day because it's not so good to see. It's not apetitoso for the eyes. As I can see that. In some moments, I see this meat who is growing, lab growing or meat by vegetables, and I feel like, yeah, okay, it's not good. Was not good. I don't know if it's the one I eat, but if I had the possibility to eat again, I will eat. However, it's not good. The taste is horrible. Horrible. I hate. It's like a hambúrguer de soja. I simply hate. Think it's horrible. The taste is it's not good. Gosh. Thank you, Yasmin. And about you, Chris?
I may just laugh because I imagine I didn't taste this, but I don't want to. I didn't taste and I don't want. Oh my gosh, too interesting. I don't know if it is a solution. I don't know because if it's good for our body, I don't know. I'm thinking about this because I see some vegan and I feel and I see and I feel, oh my gosh, these people is healthy. I don't know, little like Gasparzinho, something like this. Blood passing the veins. It's okay, it's all right. Sorry, but I feel it's passing my mind. It's not, I don't know. I believe and I hope vertical farm is a solution, a great solution. And I hope people invest, company invest more about this, but not this carne. How can I say this word? Let me see. Um, lab growing meat. Please don't let this idea grow. Prefer vertical farm, in my opinion, of course.
Like, I be really honest. You can hear me? Very
Yes,
well?
yes,
Yes?
yes.
Okay. In my humble opinion, like I guess there's other ways to combat the hunger without do a ração for the population. Because it's a ração. I remember who in São Paulo, I guess, there's a guy who said, it's São Paulo, I don't remember, who said who do a ração humana for the persons who need to eat. It's, it's so, oh, it's a loss of humanity, like why I do the lab grown meat for the persons and for myself I eat meat. Don't make sense, you know, don't make sense. See, if everyone is a human, everyone have the same rights, right? So I have the same right to eat water, to stay in a local, to have healthy. For me, it is unbelievable because a lot of persons said that, a lot of governments who said that, like, I put it's like a bar who have a lot of vitamins, a lot of protein. It's a ração. Gosh, it's a ração. It's a loss of humanity. You give a ração for the persons, and one have one bar, you stay okay for the rest of the day. No, for me, is something don't combat or reduce hungry. Only put more barrier. I guess. I guess, in my opinion. Okay, I guess is a barrier. Is a healthy barrier. It's unbelievable for me. I guess it's in São Paulo, okay, guys. But if it's not, okay. But I remember in Brazil years ago, a guy said who is distributed human ração. Really, I remember that. Unfortunately. And Ricardo, how about you?
Sorry. Uh, I was talking, but I was muted. Uh, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to understand, uh, for example, certain situations, ethical, for example, situations or something like that, because sometimes it's not possible to predict in lab. So when the guys create a new technology, for example, let the plant, uh, for example, transgenics, I don't know how to say in English and other stuff. So some people, sometimes you need more time to understand if you this kind of things cause some problems in humans, for example. So I remember a long time ago, the guys create a soja more how do you say this plant is more resistant and they produce more, and a lot of people uh, complain regarding the situation and stuff, create a kind of role responsible to find if this product is transgenic or not and other stuff. And it's a lot of time later, because there are transgenics since, I don't know, 2000 maybe. And I don't know, I couldn't see on the news a real proofs regarding the situation. So I don't know. Sometimes I became a little confused regarding, because even the scientists sometimes tell some things and after some while uh, tell another thing. So I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to understand. And oh, I go to the fair. I don't know. oh, I go to the fair, da feira, né? Because could be more healthy. And there are poison, there are transgenics and the other stuff. So in this case, it's hard to uh, I don't know. Maybe I understand that the fair is a better uh, choice, but sometimes it's hard to choose. I don't have much knowledge, regarding the situation, but I don't know. I sincerely is hard to say something regarding the situation because even the people that scientists and other experts don't have a consensus. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, something I always said. Like I remember, like when we start with the transgender, you said about the transgender foods. And I remember I was so kid, but I remember how the government said, no, it's good. Everyone can eat that. Everyone can do that. It's not a bad thing. And year by year, the person said, oh, this agritox is better than everything. The transgender is not bad. And nowadays, there's a lot of studies about the transgender food, about the use of agrotoxins to grow foods and these stuffs. And nowadays there's a big thinking about the natural farm. So it's complicated because we don't have time enough to the whole population wait for the natural farming, for example. It's don't have time. We are in a high scale in Brazil. Thinking only about Brazil. Everyone can wait for that. Of course, I'm not like I don't like to eat a lot of agrotoxics, of course. But like you thinking about a tomato. Years ago, you see a lot of tomatoes more green. And nowadays the tomatoes is more and more and more and more red or pink. Some is really pink too. So there is a more distribution, high distribution around the country, but we need to live with the transgenders, with the agrotoxics. So it's a balance. Compense. I don't know. Maybe in years I will see something wrong. Yeah, but it is something we need to face it. We have a lot of products nowadays because of the agrotoxics and the transgender foods. So it's a reality since 2000, I guess. Now it's younger than that, I guess. I don't remember. But it's something we need to face it. We didn't like it. We didn't like it. But something is a reality. And I think the technology can't change that. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Everyone answered the question number 4. Yeah? Yeah. Yes. So I guess we have one more question. Time one for one more question. So question number 5. What are the limitations of using drones and AI in food production in poor regions? Yasmin, you start.
I think the the truth is that in poor regions, people don't have even money enough to produce or to eat something. Imagine to have technological devices that will help the farming. So I think the biggest limitation is the 5% of the money in these places, and it's impossible to a lot of places in poor regions to use even a small technological device to help on that. Maybe something that can help is, I don't know, maybe some government programs to give to producers some kind of devices that will improve the production of food. Maybe is something that could help, but the limitation is they haven't money to produce a lot. Imagine to have money to have um, technological devices.
Yeah, exactly. The limitations of that is more than we imagine, right? It's not only about food. We're talking about investment. And if we see like in poor countries who don't have food, probably don't have drones, and the technology is not so higher in the other regions. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Yasmin. Totally. And Chris, how about
I think the same, the investment, the money to investment, pay, I think, course, I think so, course, to teach people, I don't know, work in this, I don't know, this location, something like this, because we need the, I don't know in English, mão de obra. And people take care about this, something like this. And can you imagine? I was thinking, I don't know if you, it's very popular on YouTube channel, Mr. Beats, something like this. And the video very impact is when he decided to, I don't know in English, cavar poço
Office?
in the Africa. It's
I
it's
remember.
cause I think it's very how can I say, for government it's shocking, and I perceive the government don't wanna this for this location, something like this. It's I don't know, the play political game is something like this. It's really sad. And sometimes I'm thinking about it, technology, because it's a tools if you think, but if you don't use it for a right way, you destroy the world.
Yeah.
So like this, because it's afraid, I think so, it's a fear the people about appear AI, something like this, because this it's a tool, it's like a Skynet, something like this. It's possible. It's possible
It's possible. The
because it's like a
Matrix.
tool.
Oh, I love it. But I totally agree
Weird,
too.
but it's
And yeah,
really interesting, I think.
it's real. Like I always thinking about two movies. I think movies, no, it's a book, but there is a movies too. Uh, two different, but the same social control. 1986 by George Orwell. I always remember. It's like if had technology enough in this book, it was more deep than that. And O Conto de Aia. It's two books I always think like, gosh, it's so close it, they're so close at us. Yeah, the first book is inspiring in BBB, and it's terrible, but I love it, by the way. And
I will
oh,
put on the chat the book I read. I didn't read the two these books you talk, but I read this one and I'm thinking about it. It's really serious, like a dystopia.
dystopian.
Uh,
Like it.
Aldous Huxley. In the when I search for the age, this
Mhm.
author wrote
Yeah.
this book, yeah, I'm shocked because it's like 1970, 1950, something.
Yeah. It's so
Então,
actual.
so, yeah,
So new. And
very
yeah, George Orwell is exactly like that. Exactly like that. It's a book who made by a guy who is not exist. So it's a pseudonym. It's really good. But you said about it, and I totally with you, Chris. But you talk about Mr. Beats. I guess is the word I always remember the phrase I always remember. É mais fácil manter a sua população burra e ignorante do que dar condições básicas para ela sobreviver e ser inteligente o suficiente para poder combater a sua corrupção.
Yes, because the population have a power, is strong together, but
Don't
it's
have
the limitation
technology.
mind. Yes.
No, don't have knowledge, technology, don't have time to do that because it's always about money, about I need to do money to eat. I need to do money to have clothes. So it's a circle. It's a circle. So in this circle, who is more important, food or education? Food. So it is that, unfortunately. In Brazil, we can see that a lot. But I think Brazilians have mm, it's a good thing. We are more sangue quente, I guess, for this kind of things. Not more than Franceses, but we try. And Ricardo, how about you?
Ah, sorry, I received a phone call. Could you tell me the number of the question or the question, please?
Yes. The question number 5.
Yeah.
What are the limitations, please?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an expert or a specialist, but I believe that they don't have limits, because the drones check the area. But yeah, if this farm is near from a city or an airport or something like that, certainly could cause some problem. But limits of because of the use, I don't know. I can see uh, some problem could cause the use of the drones. But regarding the IA, I don't know. I can't see clearly something wrong in this kind of thing. I got the use. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of changes and a lot of steps you need to pass to have that. Totally. It's time, I
Sorry,
guess.
guys.
Thank you, Ricardo. And guys, the time is over. Thank you for this moment. I hope Yasmin, Chris, Ricardo, and the persons who watch us today on YouTube like it. It's a different topic, hard topic, I know, but it's a topic we need to think too. And Chris, I will watch it. Okay, I take the link for the Amazon, and I will take it because I like it. I love this kind of movie book. So thank you, and thank you, Yasmin, for the information. It is like Handmaid's Tale, so I will really like it to read that. And thank you, guys. Have a love week. Okay, see y'all in the next week. Right? Thank you. Bye bye.
See you.